Hello everyone, welcome to From the Star Wars Home Video Library. I'm your host Nathan P. Butler. In the last couple of episodes, we've looked at UK VHS releases of the original trilogy. We looked at the ability to buy all three of them back in 1988, and then we looked at the ability to do so in 1989, but in both cases they were full-screen releases. Well, finally 1992, as in the US, brought the ability to actually purchase them in widescreen on VHS in the UK. Now I say 1992, I believe this is a set of 1992 releases, but I will say that I'm noticing a 1991 copyright on a lot of the packaging. So it could be 91, but my understanding from various sources is that it was 1992. I'm not an expert on UK home video releases, particularly in this era. More recently, not so much in the 80s and early 90s kind of stuff here. But this is all stuff that entered my collection thanks to the generosity of Matt Fry, and I definitely wanted to continue showing you these as we see the evolution in that other market. So, this is another set that, just like in 88, there was a box set for. I do not have the box set. You could also get them individually. That's what we have here, the three individual releases that could be found inside that box set, which I believe is just kind of a cardboard cover. So, this is what's referred to as the special widescreen edition of the original trilogy from the UK. So it's a special widescreen edition. Okay, we've seen that kind of branding in other cases. Special widescreen edition, Star Wars. Kind of a hard to see logo there, and that same weird thing where it's got this part of this image in the logo so it shows up twice. Similar to what we saw on the last release, really, except for the widescreen part. We have the rating, but now instead of CBS Fox Video, it has Fox Video. That transition was going on at the time the last set was released. Special widescreen edition, image of what we see here. Then right there, it says letterbox version. Widescreen. Star Wars, Hi-Fi, VHS, stereo, Fox Video, rating, product number. The back, special widescreen edition, information about the film. Though in this case, it's sort of about the film. It's more about like the format of the film. It says, for the first time ever on video, a special presentation of George Lucas' sci-fi classic, Star Wars, in its full widescreen glory. Bullet point in the middle of a paragraph. Now you can experience the true power of this film with all the special effects, excitement, and atmosphere of a cinema screening. Bullet point actually adds a new paragraph, a must for all collectors. Images of the film, which are more promotional images than actual images from the film. Cast crew information with kind of the weird thing where it's starting over here, booting it over by the picture. Then letterbox version, 20th Century Fox, rating stuff, Fox Video, copyright protection stuff, copyright date and whatnot, legalese, runtime and all. Bear in mind this is runtime 122 minutes. And then you've got the UPC down here. So presumably this was converted over like the NTSC stuff was, rather than just sped up for PAL if it's saying 122 instead of 118, I would assume. Otherwise it's wrong, right? Then the label there, just previous owner stuff there. Fox Video Star Wars with the rating there. Nothing really on here to indicate to you that it is widescreen. Now, if you actually read the text on the side, the printing information, it does make it clear that it's widescreen, but most people are just going to look at the labels, not read this with all the dates and everything on it. So there's nothing on the label per se that says widescreen. Then we've got The Empire Strikes Back, Fox Video, CBS Fox Video, Special Widescreen Edition, logo, different artwork finally, the Gone with the Wind style poster here, rating down at the bottom, Special Widescreen Edition, picture of the front artwork there, the poster art, letterbox edition, or letterbox version, letterbox version, excuse me, title of the film as a logo, as the tilted logo, not like the front, CBS Fox Video, Hi-Fi, VHS, stereo, rating, product number, the back, similar design, pretty much the same wording of stuff up there at the top, by the way, all laid out in a similar fashion with Fox Video and CBS Fox Video there as those two labels again, two logos again. I should note that these don't have anything on the inside. And then there's your label. Again, The Empire Strikes Back with Fox Video, rating, all the legalese and everything. Nothing on here to denote that it is widescreen unless you look at the text here, and this one has a sticker over top of it. My copy does, at least, right? Then we have Return of the Jedi. Very different look to this one as well. Special widescreen edition, Fox Video, CBS Fox. Now it's that teaser poster image with the lightsaber that's actually used up at the top not just on this one here because it's the cover art, but it was up at the top of the previous year's releases, or the previous release we looked at in '89, for all of them in the black packaging. Then we have Return of the Jedi as a logo here as sort of the taller version instead of the wider version. And then the rating, special widescreen edition, the image from the front, letterbox version. You gotta cram everything in here, kind of. Return of the Jedi here as the wide version of the logo, CBS Fox Video, Hi-Fi VHS stereo, rating, product number. And similar design to the back as well to what we see. I will say, though, kind of neat here, if you look at these two, Empire and Jedi, the cast crew information is beneath the bottom picture as opposed to starting right next to the bottom picture because of, I guess, the need to include 20th Century Fox Presents on that one, whereas you don't have to have it on these two for whatever reason. Probably the distribution rights thing. And then similar label. Nothing about it being widescreen. You would see it here, but mine has a little stickery thing over top of it. So, that's a lot of times of being able to actually buy all the films being re-released and reissued over and over again. At least, though, the packaging tended to vary. In the United States, there was a packaging variant in '90 and '92, and we had the original early releases, but for a while there in the mid-'80s, it tended to be the same packaging, and all that differentiated it was whether there was a trilogy trailer on the cassette, and whether it was before or after the film, or not there at all. Whereas at least in the UK, as things were being reissued, you had packaging variants to make them actually look a little different from the outside, more so than you would see in the mid to late 80s in the US. With that, we'll wrap up this episode. Thank you for watching, and may the Force be with the home video viewers.